Alright guys, here we go. We're gonna try to rake a bunch. Got this one, that one over there, that bottom back there. We got all them little patches up there around the house and over that, and then a patch down the road and a patch behind the house. We're gonna try to get all this raked. Man, be here about 5 o'clock. We're gonna start baling. We're gonna get them on the ground, Jack. Come on. While I'm sitting here getting this video, I am gonna go on and just let this thing down. That way y'all can see it fold down it. And there you have it. It's down. Well, I'm gonna climb on old Betsy and we're gonna rake some hay. See y'all in a bit. Well, I guess if y'all watched the first part of this, you see we got a little different rig here. So we decided yesterday, let's go pull the plug. This just wasn't as dry. Where it was laying on the ground, it wasn't as dry, and we checked the radar and the weather and all that, and we had time. We wasn't pressed, so we said, well, better let it lay another day. So I went on and raked it with the big rake. Turn this here. Yeah, much better today. There's no green in it whatsoever, so probably a good decision. Right where this was laying on the ground, it had a little green in it. I showed y'all that yesterday. Rather than push the issue, said heck with it. I raked it, got it up off the ground, got it in a windrow. So I'm going to take this rake, go through and just kind of flip it. Anything that might be a little green, well, it'll finish drying out. But shoot, I just turned that wad right there. You look, that's nice and clean, nice and pretty. Turn this bunch here. Yeah, probably a good choice. Like I said, I'm gonna go through it all, just bump it over a little bit, straighten it back up. Wind kind of blew it around a little bit, get it all fashioned back up. And man, I'll be here in a little while to start baling. Well, I'm gonna get to raking. I'll bring y'all along in when as I'm going. Set this old girl here up. I'll see y'all in a bit. All right, guys. So everything's turned. I forgot to get any video down the road there, so my bad on that. But didn't think about it. Take this thing home, get it unhooked. Now I guess the next little bit of video gets added to this one. I guess we'll be hauling some bales, maybe watching the baler run a little bit or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't foresee it being a great big wad. That's not good on a hay bind. But yeah, this is about the last hurrah of it, I think. So go unhook this girl and give me something cold to drink, relax for a second, and get ready to haul some bales. See y'all in a bit. Well, I'm a little behind, but he already got all this down here. I told y'all this wasn't gonna make much. Got one sitting in front of me, got one over there. It didn't make the 3 down here, and he's probably got one in the baler, but it is what it is. Glad to have them. And we'll probably, my bro's coming with the truck and trailer. We're just gonna put these on the gooseneck, I guess. He's already got it hooked up, so that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Which is fine by me. So go over here and grab this last one. We'll be following him out here in a minute. Get these 3 loaded. This was just a thin in here. I knew it wasn't gonna do a whole lot. I thought maybe 5. Oh well, I'm tickled to have 3 more out of it. Out here burning fuel, boy. I had to do it though. See how compressed and little that windrow is? If you don't I'm getting some kind of raked up, you know what I mean? Baler has a hard time picking it up, so about got to do it. Ain't something you want to do, but about got to do it. Might have to be just this one. I don't know that I'll have to do any of the other ones, but we're gonna go down through there and check them. Either way it goes, by the end of this video, you'll get to see a little baling, because I'm gonna get these out of the field once they're baled. It's little ropes, that's all it is. I hadn't had an opportunity, but I had a viewer leave a comment on there that said, how does your pastures look so good? What fertilizer are you using? My pastures don't look like that. Shoot, I'm gonna be honest with you. We couldn't afford to put no fertilizer on none of this. None of this has been fertilized this year. And that's the gospel truth. None of it. Shoot, even just phosphorus. Phosphorus was so dadgum high, there wasn't no way. I mean, the way we've got it figured now, counting these little bit of new ground that we picked up or whatever. See, we did close to 70 acres this year. You get to figuring that up. On a minimum, they want you to put 100 pounds to the acre of phosphorus down. Why, shoot. I know earlier this year, I don't know what it is now because I didn't ever ask again. After the first part of the year, I ended up getting a little bit just because my feed mill and me have a really good relationship. I came up with my own goat feed, and I had several folks that gets them to mix my goat feed that they feed their goats and whatnot. So pretty blessed on that end of it, but they ended up cutting me a little bit of a deal on some, and I put phosphorus on our two little patches we square bale for the goats, and then my personal pastures that I run critters on, I did. Other than that, none of the other hay ground got any fertilizer put on it whatsoever. Man would have went broke putting fertilizer down. Earlier this year, first part of April, they was quoting me $1,600 a ton for phosphorus. Well, there's no way I could put phosphorus down. Absolutely no way. So I didn't. So didn't none of my ground get phosphorus on it. I hate it because I usually try to, you know, at least once. I sure enough didn't this year. So yeah, I guess I should show y'all. You know what I mean? We're just turning these over, giving them a different look, all. Kind of putting it back up in the windrow. Letting what little of it might have a little green left in it. Go ahead, let the sun hit it a little bit. So I'm gonna boogie out this field, get it knocked out. I'll bring y'all when I go down to the other one. We'll check it out. Like I said, if y'all stick with me, we'll haul some bales this afternoon. Just like that, there's another one. 4. Pretty tight in here. I figured he'd throw a fit about it, to be honest with you. He usually throws a fit about it being tight and rough ground and yada yada. That's all right. See y'all in a bit. And there's another one. Y'all have seen me square belt this a couple times. Like I said, I probably should have square belted again. It's fantastic, makes fantastic square bells, but I needed all the round bells I could possibly get, so I figured, heck, I'll just go on round bale it again, or round bale it this time, not again, because this is the first time I've ever round belted it. I've always square belted it. I don't imagine it'll make maybe two, but like I said, that's another one I needed. Tickled to have it. I'll be kicking one out here shortly. Say time he gets up here towards the end, it will. Turn the camera off, you know it'd make a bale, and it did. Well guys, there they are. That's the end of them right there. That's from the last video, and then today, that's all of them. There was 44 is what it ended up being. There's a few of them there on top too. But man, you talking about good leafy type hay. I mean, good night living. Man, I'm gonna have to feed it in a feeder, in a cradle type feeder. If not, it'll just come plumb apart. Just so fine stemmed, little bit of leafy. Look at that, just fine leafy stuff. Phew. Then it had that one little baby, another little baby. That one right there. Right, it dropped. Look at that. You talking about hay. That's what I'm telling you, that's the kind of hay we usually square bale it. But here's what it is. Like I said, I needed the round bales. But there it is. That's pretty much the end of it. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up about this one here. What I'm gonna do, old Johnson grass is starting to come on. I may square bale it, as bad as I hate to. I might. I mean, it's starting to, it's almost knee high. Almost. Kind of thick. I don't know, I'm just ready to be done with hay. I mean, there's still a lot of clover down in it. I mean, a lot of clover down in it. There's some red clover coming in. There's some red clover. That blame Johnson grass, boy. Phew. I don't know. We'll just have to see what the weather does. They're saying we got some cold weather coming. Oh crap, I'm about to fall, but well, not cold, but highs in the 70s and low 80s. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. If we get a break, I'm gonna have some warmer temps for about a week or so. I may go on, lay it down and bale it. I don't know, we'll see. Well, y'all, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And this, like I said, pretty much going to end up all the hand, I'd say. Pretty good chance of it. I'd imagine. Time to get all that stuff serviced, and whew, now more work begins. It's one thing to have all that crap, and then you got to keep it up, you know what I mean? Make it work for you. So, yeah. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great one.